Hey guys, how's it going? What do you have up for today? Today you have up a workout with the chair and the Pilates circle or magic circle, and we will be principally focusing on our adductors, those inner thighs, as we also work the rest of our body. So join me in just a minute. All right, you guys, so like I said, we are going to be using the circle with the chair today, and we will really be focusing on our inner thighs, but you are also going to see work on our core, our upper back, our arms, and certainly our legs. So it will be a whole body workout, but we'll have quite a lot of focus on those inner thighs as we will be mostly holding the circle in between our legs. So that's what you have coming up for today. And make sure that you have your chair set up. You want to have one spring on the third cactus, one spring on the second cactus. And if you like it really strong, you can go up to one on the fourth and one on the third. To start with our footwork, you will want to have your circle with you today. And let's get started, okay? So I've chosen to sit facing you so you can kind of see more the position of my feet and my legs as opposed to being profile view to you. What I want you to do is get your feet up onto the circle, and let's start on our heels. We're just going to bring the feet sit bones apart, so it's really only a fist apart. It's relatively close together. So go ahead and press your pedal all the way down. Make sure you're on your heels, not on the middle of your feet, not on your arches. Let's hold the circle straight out in front of your chest. Make sure it's not too high so your shoulders aren't creeping up. So just in front of the chest, below the sternum. Fingertips are long. And here what I want you to do is let's try to just pull the circle in. Squeeze in on wide elbows as the pedal is down. You're going to lift the pedal as you reach your arms long. We should have space for our knees. Press the pedal down and squeeze the circle in towards your chest. There we go. And exhale, press. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift and reach. Let's have just a soft flexed foot. Okay. That's it. And really think about lifting the back line of your spine. So you should feel yourself on your sit bones. One thing that's interesting that happens with a chair is that the pedal can sometimes want to pull us forward and down. So you want to resist that and continue to sit up nice and straight and tall. And what you can do is when you press the pedal down, pull your ribs back, okay? So that's gonna help you maintain that nice tall posture in the spine. Let's go one more. And inhale, reach. Go ahead and just slide your feet slightly back so that you come onto the arches of your feet now. Press the pedal all the way down to make sure you are on the arches, okay? So like I need to slide my feet back a little bit more. Lift your arms up overhead. Bring your knees all the way up. So we're gonna be here at this point, and then I want you to press your pedal down as you squeeze the circle and bring it down over your head like a hat, and then reach it up as you pull the knees up. And we press and pull together and reach and lift together. Press and pull together, reach and lift. Exhale. So this is really great work because as we're bringing the arms into it, we're really coordinating our movements and our breath together, and we can feel how important it is to have the action with our exhale of the transverse abdominal, which is abdominal. I was going to say abdominals. Abdominal, which is underneath all of the other ones. So you can't visually see it, but it's what kind of cinches everything in, right? And helps give us that core control, especially around the spine. It's coordinated with our diaphragm and that pelvic floor. Let's go for two more. And last one. Lift up. You're going to take your circle back behind your back, and I'll just shift so you can see me. I want your arms to be long and your fingertips to be long. So that circle will be reaching back behind the chair. Come onto your toes on the pedal with your heels slightly lifted high. Again, really reach those arms long and away from you, And with this, the circle just stays that way. The arms are gonna stay back. What I want you to do is as you press your pedal down, try and squeeze your straight arms against the circle, and then inhale, lift, and release together. So when I say try and squeeze, I'm not able to physically change the shape of my circle, but I'm just bringing that action and that energy in my body. I like to think of squeezing the tops of my arms down onto the sides of my rib cage, like I'm kind of shutting my armpits really, really tight. So if someone's gonna try and slip a finger under there or slip a piece of paper, they wouldn't be able to do it. That's really the type of engagement muscularly that you're looking for. All right, let's breathe. Exhale, inhale up, and exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and 2 more, and 1 more. Beautiful. Bring it all the way up and bring your circle around. You're going to bring your circle just on the right side of your hip. Right hand is on the circle, make that elbow just out towards the side. Let's bring the left arm to a T and your heels come together, still on your toes. We squeeze in on the circle as we press the pedal down and then lift up. Squeeze and press, lift and release. Squeeze and press, lift and release. For 3 and 2. Last 1. So really working the backs of those shoulders as we try and open up the front, the pecs, right? The front of the shoulder. So just switch your circle over onto your left hip. 5 more times we press and lift and release. Press, lift and release. Press, lift and release. We go for 2. Keep reaching that spine long. And 1 more. And lift and release. Come onto your heels and bring your heels to the corners of the bar, turning your legs out. Make sure the knee is aligned with the middle of your foot. From here, what I want to do is let's come back to the circle being in front of our sternum with our elbows nice and wide. We're gonna press in on it as you press the pedal down and simply release as you lift the pedal up. So we go down and lift, and down, and lift and release. Press, lift and release. Make sure that pedal doesn't start to pull you down and forward. Down. So I like to think that as you press down, use that sort of as a leverage to rise up and taller off your sit bones instead of gravity pulling you down and forward. We go for 3 and 2. Last one. And release. All right, you can shake your arms out and you can step all the way down. So let's come up to standing, and I'm just gonna turn my chair so that you can see me from a different angle. Bring the spring that's on the 3rd cactus all the way off. So we're just going to have 1 spring on the 2nd cactus, okay? You're going to come to seated at the back of your chair, facing away from the pedal, and really scoot your glutes forward here, almost like you're gonna fall off because we want that carriage behind us. We're going to rock our weight behind our sit bones, get your circle in between just above your knees. Reach your hands back behind you onto the pedal, fingers facing forward. Okay, you can bring your feet together here. Take an inhale, arms are straight behind you. With an exhale, I want you to tuck your tail and press your low back down against the chair as your upper body will start to round back and lower down. So you want to try and bring your chest to the level of your hips. So you're really going down. Make sure your arms stay straight here. From this position, this is our start position. Take an inhale to prepare. With an exhale, keeping the low back against the chair, I want you to just curl head, neck, and shoulders forward. And then exhale, lower down. So if you're like me and you have a bar that extends the width of your chair, you might use that so your shoulders aren't pinched behind you. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders forward, pressing the low back down. Squeeze the circle. Release the squeeze. Roll the spine back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift the chest up, but press the low back down against the back. So we're not allowing our waistband to lift. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, squeeze and round it forward. And inhale, release. We go for 3. Inhale, release it down. For 2. Inhale, release it down. We go for 1. Inhale, release it down. This is our last one to come all the way forward. Exhale. Now you continue to roll it forward, letting that low back lift off, starting to translate your weight forward, and use your hands behind you to come onto the chair. Balance up here and bring your circle in between your ankles. And then we're gonna go back down, just bringing the right hand onto your pedal, fingers facing out. And your left arm is going to reach up parallel to your thighs. We're gonna roll it down again as you extend the legs straight up like into a teaser and open the front of the shoulder. Here we go. From here, we take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, we lift it slightly up and that right leg presses against the circle. And then inhale, we lower it down. As you come up, the right leg presses in on the circle and we lower it down. So working those obliques. Press as you lift and lower. We go for 3. Press and lower. We go for 2. Press as you lift and lower. One more, right leg presses. Lift it all the way up. Bring your knees just bent. And you can grab a hold behind your thighs to help you make the transition. Bring your left hand behind you onto the pedal, fingers face out. Right arm extends long, parallel to your thighs. Lower that pedal all the way down to the floor. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift left leg, presses into the circle, and lower down. And lower down. That right hand's trying to reach up to that left foot as it presses into the circle, and lower down. For 3, lower it down. For 2, lower it down. For 1, good. Grab a hold behind your legs, bend your knees, and go ahead, take the circle out and turn over to your right side. So we're going to lay out on the chair onto your right hip. And once you're here, I would bring your pedal all the way to the floor so that you can get that circle back in between your ankles. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Okay, and then use your left hand just in front of you on the chair as a kickstand if you like. Otherwise, it can go straight up towards the ceiling. Really stack your hips here. So make sure you're not rolling back onto your glutes. I want you to squeeze the circle as you lift the chest and the pedal, and then lower down. Keep your squeeze. We lift and lower. Pull your abdominals up and in. Lift and lower. Keep an even squeeze. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift, lower. Let the pedal just hover over the floor. We pulse in for 10 times with the legs. Squeeze and squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. I want you to rock back onto your right butt, your glute. Try and lift the legs up. Reach the left arm out, and you're in a little teaser. Bring your left arm back forward, and then bring it back into the side plank. We'll do that twice more. Take an inhale to prepare. Start to let that pedal lift, chest lifts, legs reach up, and arm reaches out. And roll it back over on to that right hip. 1 more time. Keep the squeeze on the circle. Strong legs, lift it up. Let your pedal come to the top, grab behind your knees. And I'm gonna keep my circle in between my feet. So I'm just gonna bring my feet down to adjust it and then turn over to the left hip. So bringing yourself all the way out, aligned, hips stacked over each other. Here we go. Squeeze on that circle. Keep the squeeze. Just lift the pedal in the chest and lower down. Pedal in the chest and lower. Lift and lower. For 3. Pull those abdominals up and in for 2. And 1 more. Hover that circle over the floor. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Press that circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're gonna rock it back onto our left glute. Let the pedal lift, legs lift, reach the right arm out, and then bring it back over onto that left hip. Here we go. We rock back onto our glute. The legs lift, pedal lifts, chest lifts, and rolling it over to that left hip. One more time. We lift it up into that teaser. Bring your right hand behind your legs, bend your knees, grab your circle, and you guys can come and stand up. Good job. How you guys feeling? Good? Did you like the first part of this workout? If you want to get the second part, run over to my online studio and continue it all the way to the end. The link is in the description below. You will find hundreds of workout videos to keep you motivated, strong, healthy, and fit. So make sure to check it out, and also give me a thumbs up as that really helps my channel. Make sure to subscribe, tick the little bell so that you get a notification each time I post a new video. And I will see you guys next week. Stay healthy, fit, and happy.